Welcome. Hello. Thank you so much for tuning in with I, Enchantress the Traveler, here for our revolutionary evolutionary high. Hi, I'm the mushroom. Would you like to eat me or lick in my ice cream cone? Welcome. Hello. Happy full moon bloom. It's full moon, super full moon energies that we are going to reflect upon, introspect upon, detect upon, and act upon, and speak upon, and infuse upon, because we're so cosmically delicious. And because we are truth, shooting stars, aiming for that which we aim for. And so when we go and we awaken some more, clarity be our opening door, and presence becomes activated. And so here we are, right? So it's a super full moon in Aquarius energy. Whether you like astrology or not, or reference it or not, I'm not an astrologist. Believe with it as you wish you want to do. Stick with it as it resonates for you, because these are parables, right? Too, offered here to you as tokens of mana for you to eat the fucking mana. You know what I mean? So, it's not about belief. It's not about whatever, but it's about your evolution and how you want to keep on getting better with every weather that is activated or put to your own kind of awareness for you and what you want to do in your own motherfucking life, because you want to get it right. Hold on one second. Hey, so anyway, whatever your belief, whatever your protocol is of how you go about compiling your own information, because you are a database system of your own awakening. Huh? Yes, I am a holy person. So before I even go in, some announcements I will make, okay, because I can and I will. So thank you so much for tapping in, turning on, tuning in. Thank you so much to all the new subscribers here. Thank you so much for the increased activity flow, and thank you so much. And so thank you so freaking much. I have loads of mana here available for you here on my YouTube, dating back to like 2015, 16, or whatever, where you can see the progression of my own journey up until this point right now, today, 2022, although these messages are timeless in every kind of way, I wasn't allowed to delete in any kind of way, so you can see the progression and the transformation, the transmutation, and the evolutionary mana that was created for even that back then. All of this is for the whole of us, the all of us, in all of us, right? Collectively, individually, we each contribute, you know what I mean? And so this is alchemically, wherever you are in your alignment, designed to be the refinement and quantum juices that glorify and orgasmically, just penetrate your system. You know what I'm saying? Okay. So, yeah. So you can go back to, there's over 1,000 videos. I don't delete. This shit is real. You know what I mean? This is some true poetic stream of quantum infusion here for those that want it. Nobody's telling you to be here. If you don't want it, you can go. You can go. You can go. Or you can stay. And I hope you stay. And so I'm thankful for each of you in that kind of way. So you can go back to those times, and it's great too, because at that time I was very intentional about the guidance, right? So if you are activating now, awakening now, and finding yourself challenged by life and all this kind of stuff, and looking for solution-based, like practical magic solution-based, like not just magic and here, take care of it for me. No, like how about DIY? Do it yourself, okay? That's what's going to help. And that's what's going to infuse that healthy, wealthy, stealthy kind of stamina and that kind of perseverance from you when you activate your action. right? Not here, let me like to this and sit back and wait for this and do nothing about nothing or nothing and then expect this and have a bad attitude about this and think I'm gonna get this and blah, 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 blah. Hold on, please. Wait. What was I saying? And now it's delayed a little bit. I'm waiting for it to catch up to me. I think it worked. Okay, so welcome back. So okay, so yeah, sure. Okay, so yeah, welcome. You returning. I'm grateful for all of you. If that is what I was saying before I hit pause again, right? So I don't know. Cat, Shivas, Shivas. Okay, so okay. So great. So also there is a new awesome subscription feature that I'm creating exclusive content for, and it's available on my Instagram at Enchantress, ENCHANTRESS. That's me, the one and only. You can hit the subscribe button, and there you will receive exclusive content that I post daily, a lot, like so many times in a day. I am engaging with all of you in that kind of way, and I'm posting it where only you have access to this exclusive content and stuff like that. So again, it's really cool. Everybody's enjoying it, and I'm thankful for all the new subscribers there and the continued new subscribers going there. And so I'm thankful, and especially if you want me to be your pocket rocket muse of affection, and you want my attention and stuff like that, which is gratifying. Trust, it's gratifying. Those that have my attention feel good, okay? And seek it, want it, and want more of it, as I desire to feel that inspire and want your attention too. So hey, it's reciprocity in that kind of groovy, kind of like pocket muse, rocket fuel kind of way, because I'm going to inspire you, motivate you, and remind you of who what you are in every kind of way, and deliver in that kind of theme. So you get a lot of like exclusive content, including tarot, oracle, general reads for those of you that are there, backstage. Also talking with me in an everyday kind of ordinary way, where I'm a little bit more intimate with you. You know what I'm saying? Because cute be me and cute be you, and we got so much groove. So I consider those that subscribe my friends in this kind of alignment, because we know how in our awakening how many friends we lose, right? And how many people we awaken to the fact that, oh my goodness, the toxic me at that time that was settling for so much nonsense, you know what I mean? That I had such a shitty perception of myself that allowed a lot of unhealthy versions of myself to receive toxic friends too, you know what I mean? And so we don't play that stream. And so the subscription theme of aligning with those that in truth are as authentic and real as we present ourselves to be. And so, it's that kind of like dopeness, right? With a lot of, wisdom, manna for you to eat, and a lot of DIY strategies. And this is your opportunity to reciprocate the help that you asked me for anyways, and having direct access to me, and me creating things that you request, of course, you know what I mean? And then giving you more of me, and that's cool. You know what I'm saying? So that's on Instagram at Enchantress, ENCHANTRESS. And so that's for that. And also, I've been updating my website to reflect the now. So you can go over there and check us out now at witchyutopian.com. It is a mother and daughter run online metaphysical shop that offers awesome eccentric, handcrafted, eclectic type styles of divination tools that I handcraft to and make one of a kind. Everything is one of a kind. I don't duplicate anything. And so therefore, whatever you receive, know that it is one of a kind, unique, just like you, and it's handcrafted by me too, charged, and there's many different multi-dimensional processes of steps that go into everything that I create. And so I updated the shop to reflect that which we are focused upon now, because I don't ever stay making the same exact thing every single time. Like, it's seasonal, so it's like first come, first serve. Always, it's what I'm making at the time that I am inspired to make. And so that's how I bake the oven in the utopian cupcake treats section over there, because every season I'm changing, and it's never the same item or product or service. Like, well, the service pretty much stays the same, because that is what I am notorious for, which is giving readings worldwide. Like, I give readings on the regular, like, you know what I'm saying? I've been doing this for 35 plus years, and so that is an active booking experience that it allows me to read for people, to channel for you guys, from where I am and from where you are, and so that works out in that kind of light. But I'm saying the shop itself is constantly updated, so don't ever think that you went to the shop once and that when you go back, that the same thing that you saw the last time is going to be there. I mean, I do custom request kind of thing, so if there's something on the shop that you don't see anymore, or that you knew that I used to make, or that it was similar to some kind of thing, you can always contact us directly from the website, which is utopian.com, and we will get back to you and see what it is that you're looking for, and see if it is something that we are willing or able to do, or whatever, or still do, or something like that, and a custom invoice can be made for you, because I do a lot of custom invoicing. So because I do a lot of custom invoicing, because of the kind of unique scenarios and individuals that each of you are, that require different kind of things and want to know if this is possible and things like that, I choose loads of custom invoices. And so custom requests, custom services, the same thing. Custom services, the same freaking thing. So yeah, and we also have the the gypsy pop-up service, where it's my daughter and I, where we come to your event, function, party, home, to entertain, how many guests you are going to have. That's going to be different for everybody, but I would assume that for an entertainment party of 2 plus more, right? Because or 4 plus more and stuff like that. Either way, it is free to receive a price quote invoice from we, to see if it's even something that we are capable, willing, or going to do. Travel is something that we always do, and so we are open to that as well. And so with that in mind, every request gets approved. Everything goes through its trial and stages 2 of authentication. So yeah, that's how that works, right? Yeah, like, there ain't gonna be no kidnapping over here. And it would be crazy. You're like, ooh, no, bodyguards. We come with bodyguards. Okay. So stop it. Okay. All right. That's just that. Okay, so that's kind of that kind of update. So yeah, and there's a master link that I always share, and that's on every single social media platform that we have, that I keep as up to date as possible, which will have every link that links us on every single platform available for you and I to further connect on in every single way. I create loads of free content. There's free mana here from years of build-up. I do a lot of things like charitable in so many kind of ways, voluntarily in every kind of way. I'm not asking for anything, but there are things there that you do have to pay for, and there is a value for my time. And so I'm keeping that boundary and that kind of a line in my mind, because of how much I give all of the time. And so, now there's just a there's lots of opportunities that present themselves that, yeah, when your value meal rises to yourself, right, which is what we're going to discuss. This is going to be what is exciting about this video, which is about this super full moon energy, right, this sturgeon full moon, right, and Aquarius, and quirky, eccentric Aquarius, right? So we're going to talk about that more, right? Because now is the time to level up in all arenas of our own lives, right? And that's internal land, right? That's all, every single arena of your own life. You are activating. You're leveling up. You're leveling up your activate and how you handle your business in every single arena of your life, right? This is the activating energy, and that is what we're going to talk about in this video, okay? After this whole little bit of announcement that we just made, and I just want to say thank you so much. And so, are you ready? So that is what this video is going to be all about. We're going to pull tarot, we're going to talk, we're going to channel, we're going to speak, we're going to dive deep so that you can evolutionize your revolution in every kind of alchemical, aligned, motherfucking way that works for you astoundingly. You are magnificent. You are powerful. You are activating your business. I am in my activation. I am cooperating. I am creating. I am creator of my universe. Unified. I burst quantumly, intensifiably. I'm an individual, unique I be. Whimsically, I float. We all float up here. You know what I'm saying? So give me a moment to take care of a few things. We'll be right back, and we're going to get into the mix of this time to level up in all arenas of your life. Beautiful. And get back. Hold on. Right. So welcome. I grabbed these, so we're gonna shuffle, right? So here we are, okay? Like I said before, I am not a fucking astrologist. Don't quote me on like, oh well, you said this and it's really this and it's all of this and it's a. Go talk your own shit. Go make your own video. Go say it how you want to say it, and shove your self-right act of your culito, okay? Okay, which is bringing me back to business, right? Our dreams, right? It's a time, right, with this full moon, super moon, right? Energy, right? It's time to level up in all arenas of our lives, right? Activating our business energy. That means I mean business right now. It means you mean business right now. It means I'm treating it like it's a business right now, right? I'm treating you like it's a business right now. You treating me like it's a business right now, because this is an energy exchange, this business that we got here, this collaboration, this partnering, this I gotta work with your energy and you gotta work with my energy. Okay, so I'm gonna treat it like a business, right? Using wisdom in implementation in this, right? This is discernment, this is activation. This means I mean business. It means I'm not pussyfooting around here. I'm not going to suppress, oppress the yearning question that I have or desire to fulfill that I have. I'm not going to gaslight it too. I'm not going to ignore it, suppress it, not do. I'm not going to act like it's not there. I'm not gonna like pretend that I don't have feelings about this thing, about that thing, about that person, right? It's reconnecting with our confidence too, right? Because we're in this whole Leo energy as well. Leo's having the courage to live bold, right? Building it up, that boss energy, right? And it's not so much about boss and be mean and cruel and crude and rude. Nah. It's just about activating within your whole being the alignment energy that you need to be, that gets to the business, gets business done, that gets to the truth, gets to the heart of every matter, right? The sturgeon moon, right? It's a sturgeon moon, right? This whole flock of freaking fish in a lake that come in showing its gift of abundance of plenty, right? There is plenty of fish in the fucking sea, right? It's all about perseverance, your ability to persevere. Oh, I'm not able. I'm weak. Then how are you still here? That's because you're able. Your ability to persevere, even when it's hard, even when it's challenging, even when you're tired, even when you don't want to fucking do it, even when it's just freaking like exhausting, daunting, the task ahead, the dealing ahead, this relationship, this business, this career, my family, my friends, my life path has been so challenging to break these chains. So guess what you got coming up in here? This triple motherfucking conjunction here in astrology. Do you hear it clear? It's narrative. It's coming narrative. I'm saying two words at the same time. Narrative. That's how you say it when you say it together. Narrative and innovative. It's narrative. Our narratives are changing. Our narratives are changing because we are allowing for the transform within us to reborn us, right? Because so in this triple conjunction energy, right, of Uranus, right, leading, right, innovatively, right, packed in with action-packed Mars, right? And then the North Node of Fate, right? This all occurred like around August 1st. Although everything, there's no such thing as dates. That's all man imposed in order to create some kind of structured system, but indoctrinated system. But in all actuality, factuality, to think about the actuality of a multidimensionality and with rationality, and it's just to be as simplified as can be. I'm not trying to be argumentative or start anything or stir the pot. Stir the pot, I shall. Stir the pot, I shall. That's why I'm clearly here, okay? And lefty too. You know what I'm saying? Because it's just the way that, my mind operates too. But everything that we know to be is man-created information. You know what I mean? It doesn't mean it is. How can you cement a time, space, when it's continuum, it's infinite? Like, you just can't. So you can stamp positions in moments, in space, in time as a coordinate of reference, a point of reference to stake and what could have been going on around that point of reference. And that's up for debate. Perceptions at stake in evolution too, and intellectualism as well, and evolution too. So there's just so many things that can create the turbulence that is created due to the individualism of each and every one of us, activating different portals of consciousness, of awareness, that we are on our path to speak, to intellectualize, to unify, to harmonize, to discover, to uncover, recover. But everyone is so dead set on one set kind of way or belief conditioned into our society, right? But this radical change, which is Aquarian energy, here to make, because it's this radical change in this full moon rise, right? Especially during this climactic time, in this Leo season time, right? Where Leo and Aquarius, polar opposite as can be, are here to shake up this energy of radical change courageously within our being. And of course, it's going to start with our own personal energy. How else can it fucking be? As within, exudes on out. And that's what everything is always going to be about. That's what the climax is about. When you're having sex and one is penetrating your system, the climax is from the energy, relatability, the relation, sensation, right? So here we have this aquatic Aquarius, right? Visionary, writing off all the conventional mechanisms that run shit, saying, you know, hey, you animals, I am the only man in the zodiac, the sphere of the wheel, the only man, woman, here, for real, the only human here. I understand the animal in you, but I got a little sense and sensibility, war and raws. Oh, you guys love to create because each of you love to masturbate to your own debate and want everyone to create just as you think. But individualism is for real. You animal, do you see? But no, you want to be on the higher chain of the food chain, you see, right? You want to make a mark and make it your own. You want to piss on everything and call it your own and say, oh, okay, I am one big fish in a small pond. But mofo, you can make others believe that you are the one big fish in the small pond. But well, everything is mostly made up of water. See? Everything is all made up of water. See, that's bigger than you. You big ego driven me. Do you see? How about big fish? How about the sea is bigger than you? There's plenty of fish in the sea for us to explore instead of getting stuck on one more who wants to stay stuck there and make everything part of their lair. Do they really care? Or they just want to be known as their big fish? You mind small pond, this big sea. And many are activated to this awareness of who you big fish. Oh, because you once upon a time made your mark and left us in the dark. And so we're breaking free from this dead fish swimming with your flow. Because I realize I glow. And so I grow and I got to go. Do you know? I'm breaking the chain. I'm breaking through from this tradition, this box, this expectation that has been imposed upon my system, causing me to focus less on my dreams, more on my conformity. I have conformed. I have conformed to what expectation, a standard that does not apply. I want to make my own mark. I'm fully transparent at this time. Locked in my honesty, all I awaken to more is following my passion. Open sesame every door. Without any compromise of who I really am, I take a stand. As quirky as I am, and alone as that might feel, I have no need to fit in this mold in order to fit in or people please. Dishonoring myself. I break out of this. take me as I am and watch me stop allowing you to take away from me, myself, by my inability to leave you where you are at and let you go. Realizing that part of my growth requires me to leave behind that which is no longer aligned or activating with my shine, my trine this time, in my alchemize, in my alignment. I am the sturgeon fish filling these lakes. Right? This is the time, right? This is why this full moon is called the sturgeon full moon, because during this time of season, filling the lakes of North America, during this period of summertime, let's intellectualize the symbolism of this time of this providing of abundance, this food supply, this food source. Truly, truly, there are plenty of fish in the sea. We do not need to conform to any ideals or stay longer in situations that do not align with who we are, with what we want, settling for less than that which we desire or deserve, or thinking that this person or that has potential for a potential that is unwilling from within that potential to change, to transform, to learn, to grow. We all have fucking potential. That don't mean we all gonna activate it. Who we are and who we desire to become, that requires a leveling of activation from within one's own environment. And if one is not even within their own environment and they're just stimulating the externals and operating as superficially as can be, avoiding all the inner layers of sea, deep multidimensionality within their own infrastructure, you see, and yet you are so deep as the sea and you keep awakening to the more sense and sensibility of the alchemy of that you are, and then you have these attachments with these energies of people too that you want to connect with more, and you awakening to something more, evolving into something more, have to see these individuals not awakened as you know what I mean, but you want to hold on to the potential that they can possibly be if they just see you. How can they see you if they don't see themselves? You see yourself, so you can't live the lie. You see your truth, and you have to get into that alchemize, and you're like, no, this is not fair. This is not right. This is not true. I don't want this for me. I can't live like this, you see. And then you could be connecting with others who are not there where you are, in that truth, that authentication for you. And then there are others that get into that riot act of themselves, and they get angry with the others that they think that they can help, and they want to yell and tell and further create toxic waves with their energy that they need to get through. That is a toxic stain that thinks that their way is the only way, and it makes them right to fight. Hold on. It's interesting too, because yesterday I did a video that's available if you want, but you have to subscribe to my Instagram. That it is made for subscribers, and it was about what to expect, what to inspect, what to detect, what to reject, what to accept. It's the full moon, and this applies like what is coming through here, and what I find myself, part of my evolutionary growth at this time too is to be so present and clear in my now, even when I'm channeling. Before, in my channels, in my channeling experience, in order for me to allow it publicly and to be recorded, to share, I had to tap out. which is easy, which is what I'm accustomed to, especially being raised in a traumatic, abusive, dramatic household, right? That when one adapts to their environment, especially in that kind of environment as a small child, they learn escapism early on, and they learn to go into other dimensions of reality that takes them away from their present day. And then also children that are tapped in, turned on, tuned in from young and see otherworldly things and do not sway away from that world, right? Like for me, the reason why I traveled that world even more so was because it fucking beat this nonsense of a reality of a world that didn't make me feel good. And so I'm being shown everything. And so my preference became the spiritual realm of existence while having to accept living here in this 3D reality. So it wasn't like a phase out for me. It was a distraction from my real world environment that had me fucked up. And so in that fuck up, I had this other space of a world that I got to further explore that proves very true to me based on how it intertwined with my 3D reality, and it always intertwined with 3D reality. So it was as real for me as this is now. And so there was no convincing me that it wasn't real or that I was being trippy for real, because um I've 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 had all these kind of experiences in many different kind of states without any kind of psychedelic or drugs or any kind of induced state of consciousness to get me into that other realm of space of awareness and being. For many of you that do tap in, turn on, tune in with me, you have heightened levels of sensitivity, that you see things, you hear things, you know things. Like it's not a pretend shit, and it's not on a hopping in on a wave of the spirituality movement that everybody all of a sudden can read tarot cards or is learning tarot cards and is doing this shit. It's on a natural, authentic vibe. And I'm not saying that all those people that are tapping in, turning on, tuning in now, trying to learn certain kind of divinations and are good at it and all this. I'm not knocking anybody's motherfucking wave or anything in that kind of way. But the persons that I'm addressing at this moment in time are the ones that I'm saying that have been gifted with the, and I don't like using these words because it's not about gift, it's a natural ability that we each all have, but it's dependent upon the evolution of you on this human soul level. Like a person's ability to go in and be born and see as much as they see from other realms of dimensions and other realms of reality, or tapping in, channeling, doing mediumship and all this kind of shit, have been doing this shit since they have been born. Like it's not something that was learned or activated one magical fucking day. Like, you know what I'm saying? And except there's rare incidences where some shit happens, where some shit goes down. And I'm not talking about those. I'm just talking about the ones that you don't know life. Like I don't know life without any of this mystical shit. I didn't have anybody teaching me this mystical shit. I was living this mystical shit, right? And so reality has always been like this, right? So, anyways, right now, for those that message applies to, right now, there's an intensity of activation of wherever you are in whatever you see, know, or do. There's something new even coming into how you do your do. Like, and that's like, so like, let's say you have clairaudience, right? Like you hear the spirit realm, or you channel that way. You can hear spirits and other things, and you can communicate or like you hear. And I'm not talking about like also receiving messages through like see, like my Clara audience is in the realms of the so this is so complex to simplify. Anyway, I'm not gonna even go there. Let's say you have the gift of sight and never have had the gift of hearing. All of a sudden now you're hearing with the seeing at the same time, and it's new. Like, so there's something new or intense. So like, let's say before you were just seeing orbs, now you're seeing fucking like planets, shadows, or like, so like if you were like dreaming before, and only remembering snippets of your dreams, the dreams now, like you're waking up and you can write down and even later on recall all that which you would dream, or even have the course of your day open up and more of your dream sequences coming into to oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, making sense. And a lot more too of deja vu kind of instances of like, I've seen you before, we haven't seen you before, or you sure this didn't happen already? Or like just those kind of like seeing something that everybody's saying is new, and like, I've seen that before. But where? Kind of things, or like or just like seeing the amplifications of even just your manifestations or instant creations, like, and also increase in in your own abundance and prosperity and opportunity, because this is a representation of your expansion, your productivity, your evolution and stuff like that, right? Like, you are living in the activation of your potential. You are in your potential. You are operating off your highest potential. So don't disregard that growth either, right? Because this whole like big fish in a small pond illusion, domination, no longer applies. There's like a liberation that frees you to explore seas in new ways that open you up more to living in your now powerfully in whichever shape, form that's going to be for you. So weird. Hold on. So I don't know exactly where we were when I left off. What am I doing now? Okay, right, so staging. But so yeah, so pretty much I just remember something, we instead of having the view of being with this whole big fish in a pond, in a small pond theory of hierarchy systems and rulers and bigger fish than bigger fish, realizing the illusion to the power, of certain kind of things. it's better for one to really acknowledge the vastness of the sea, the infinity, symbolism of the infinite expansion that sea is quite bigger than the fish in the pond, believing that it's big, you know? And so we are free to explore these open seas with truth, with integrity, right? With the opportunity to break out and break through, jump out of the box, rid ourselves from our comfort zone, push past our own self, um, what's the word I'm looking for? Our own self. Oh, I can't think of the word. Like imposing these restrictions or these limitations in our own abilities to self-express, right? Breaking out, breaking free, these self-imposed limitations that suppress our ability to activate our dreams, right? Dreams, right? So dreams. Pay attention to your dreams. And this goes back to what I was saying, I guess, when I was talking now, I remember, with those of you heightened in sensitivities and the enhancement of your already enhancement, right? So for many of you, dream sequencing, you might even be dreaming with certain people that have come into your life now that are newbies, let's say, and you're having dreams that are showing you the deeper connection the two strangers really have. And it might be odd because it might be even inappropriate, right? Like someone that it's not like you can easily get to know because they might be dating someone. They might be someone that is harder to reach, that you don't have like immediate access to in some kind of way, right? Someone of, hierarchy, importance, celebrity, fame, status, position, whatever. And in your dreams, you keep seeing this person and having encounters that are lucid too. So you might be slightly aware in this dream sequence as well because you're computing like what's going on here, like, you know what I mean? So your dreams may provide you with important details about your current health issues or a creative idea you need to take action on to make your desires manifest. I'm sorry, I don't know. Dreams can also give you clues about what is challenging you emotionally. Sometimes your loved ones who have passed over or people you have lost touch with contact you while you sleep and offer valuable messages. That too, right? That can give you like mediumship, like having encounters with other forms of ghost spirits or people's higher selves or souls, like soul traveler in the astrals, and actually having real conversations with these persons in the 5D, whatever D it be. You know what I mean? People that talk about the 5D sexually or inappropriately are in the 4D. With a 3D mind. I don't know where that just came from. On some two-dimensional shit. Because they're all one-dimensional. I don't know. But anyway, but the 4D will reveal. Something. Okay, either way. So take note of both the dark and the light aspects of your dreams, and particularly pay attention to any recurring dreams, as they often have significant meaning or wisdom that can help you. Right? Before going to sleep, place a glass of water next to your bed. Okay, position, right? It says this card over. So you can look at this card, you can screenshot it too if you want, print it out, whatever the case will be. Dreams, whatever. Right? Right, so place it over the water with an intention to remember your dream. So you could just place a letter, like an affirmation, right? Upon awakening, I recall all my dreams with clarity. Upon awakening, I recall all my dreams with clarity. Upon awakening, I recall all my dreams with clarity. I write them down. I reflect, introspect, and receive all the divine messages here for me with clarity. Okay, so cloaked with wisdom, right? Right, so it says, before going to sleep, place a glass of water next to your bed. Place this affirmation over your bed, over the water, with an intention to remember your dreams. Let the water and let the letter that you wrote, the affirmation that you wrote, energize the water, and take a few sips of the water. You might wake up to pee in the middle of the night too, and remember that too when you get up to pee and be like, I'm sipping out my dreams. All over everything, golden showers. Right, you can write, so relax and think about a question you like answered, right? You can write a question in a notebook or repeat the question to yourself as you drift off to sleep. In the morning, drink some of the water from the glass and write down anything you can remember from your dreams. Be particularly aware of the feelings associated with a specific scene in your dream. It can reveal a great deal about how you unconsciously feel about yourself and the people in your life, right? So, so now let's say you've been dreaming with this person that maybe is a newbie in your world or something like that, and you're just curious, and it makes you all the more curious about the person, but you can't investigate. You're curious, right? It's not an easy path to get to or whatever. Try this exercise, right? And it's when you dream again and write this all down, this time process it with the understanding of what is it revealing to you about the relationship too, that could come from maybe even a past life too. You know what I'm saying? Like if you watched any of my other videos from before, there was a past life, because I tell you I work a lot with spirit animals and stuff like that, and how I have a lot of past life recall with the pets that I have, that I am made to understand the deepening of our these familiars in our life, right? Like these familiars, right? So when I took that call, I pulled some cards, and the cards that came out was about communication, right? Right? So communication. So there's major communication happening right now that is taking us out of our comfort zone, right? Or if this doesn't apply, this needs to apply. You need to have these uncomfortable conversations that will take you out of your comfort zone. Like what needs to be shared? What needs to be asked? What needs to be conveyed? What communication even first with yourself must you have that is going to help you get out of your own comfort zone and push past your own self-imposed limitations, allowing you for self-expression, right? And some of the communications too, because even in regards to, like, even before I had pulled, I had started to record, and although this is super moon, full moon infused, we're going into the Aquarius energy of this Leo time, right? And all that is happening for us at this time, the supportive energies, right? That create certain things. I have split the deck in half. I have pulled out romance cards, and I didn't even know why, but it just makes sense too, like even at this time, because there's just so many unrequited love kind of story kind of themes. There's not enough attraction or chemistry to keep this relationship going, right? This unrequited kind of love dynamic. And then on the opposite side was this engagement. Your love is ascending to a higher level of commitment, of communication. So breaking out of this separation, this longing energy, right? This communication that we have to have with ourselves about what it is that we feel separated from, whether this is in regards to a relationship, a partnering, your own personal self with self, your own career, your own success, like this separation, this longing of separation that one has about this unrequited love, this unrequited success, this unrequited acknowledgement, this unrequited validation, like this unrequited friendship, like, these things that we feel shorted on, or, not satisfied with up until this point, right? This breaking out, breaking through, jumping out of the box too, and still aligning, right? Through all these reflections, these projections, right? Aligning, mirroring, allowing these mirrors that might be triggered to really communicate to us, right? This sea, this water, this sea of communication, right? That is part of how we are assisted, right? So we are being divinely assisted at this time to break out of our comfort zones, even if it's by ourselves, even if it's going to disrupt or create a major obvious change. So this is like coming out in some kind of way. This is Plutonian transformation in that kind of way, right? Isn't Pluto still retrograde, right? So it's working through this cosmic change that has us feeling some type of way. So we got to get through the pain. You got to get through the uncomfortable. You got to get through that which is not easy, right? It's not fucking easy, and it's requiring us to tap into the masculine aspect of each of us. We each have divine masculine, we each have divine feminine energies within us. And right now, the polarities, even between this Leo Aquarius axis of polarities, is asking us to get in touch with how we feel, our yin energies, our feminine energies, about how we feel about certain things, people, places, things, expectations, that which what we want, desire, how we feel about ourselves, all these kind of things. And it's asking us to alchemize that energy with our energy on the outside, because the masculine energy is what is going to take action, right? So it's harmonizing that Plutonian, that Pluto energy of transformation that could be causing many forms of resistance due to our conditioning that we're breaking out of, breaking through. And most likely too, your transformation for you is clinging to your south node energy, right? So this is just a quick, simplified understanding of the south node and the north node energies in our charts. I'm not going to assume to know where you are in your understanding of astrology and your own personal birth chart, okay? But each of us in our own personal birth chart have the south node and a north node sign. This sign whichever one it's going to be. So if you're referencing your north node energy, your north node sign, your south node is going to be polar opposite of the north node sign. It's so everybody's north node and south node sign is good. So whichever one you find first, let's say you learn your south node sign, to know your north node sign would be the south node sign polar opposite. So like for instance, right, for me, right, my south node sign is Capricorn, okay? Right, so south node is affiliated, if you just want to real quick, like, it's deeper than that, okay? It's deeper than this, but I'm going to be as superficial as I can be to try to superficially just get you to, if you don't know anything about the south node or the north node sign, just to get a, like, how it can correlate. So your south node sign would be the sign, like if you wanted to give it a placement, would be like, let's say your last life that you lived, you were that sign. And so you come into this world with these habits, these past life comfort zones. So in this world, right, I came in with this Capricornian style kind of energy, right, that was comfortable in that energy because I had in the evolution of whatever previous life before, this Capricornian lesson energy is where I was on, right? And so now in this lifetime energy, my north node is in Cancer, which is okay. So let's say if in my past life, Capricornian energy, it was the mastery of my career and stability and structure and worldly legacy and shit like that. And so I forsake family, like and love and relationships and all this kind of stuff due to the position. It's just as superficial as can be. Then in this north node energy in this life, I am to strive to learn, to grow, to evolve, to incorporating the infusion of that Cancerian family, like, you know, motherly, instinctive, like that nurturing kind of energy of, you know, water style, the beginning of the water style feel of relation, right? Like, and whatever the case may be, you know, it's just as it's so deeper than that. It's so much more than that. But just either way, like, so the fact that this is even coming out, like in that, is so it's like the masculine energy within us is resisting this yin energy that is transforming within us. So it's like our yang energy, our masculine energy that takes action on a day-to-day basis has been conditioned to act, behave, and do in a certain type of way. There's behavioral patterns and conditionings that have us acting and behaving in a certain type of way. But we're transforming. What do you fucking think evolution is all about? Right? You can't change the reality of something, but you're shifting its perspective, and that's hell of a perspective that comes from within your own inner being. That means you're doing the evolution, you're doing the work to transform these kind of things, right? As within exudes on out. And so as you change from within and your world is still on the outside as it is and all this kind of stuff, there's a leveling of a step up that comes up to play, a leveling up, right? A leveling up, a step up, right? To everything that we are going to be, right? We're leveling up, we're taking care of business this time, right? In all areas, we have to. So that's the yang aspect. The yin is saying yang, here we are, but there's still disharmony that that exists because there's a work on this, right? You have to work on this, right? For the stability, harmony, and flow, right? Just because yin figured out the no doesn't mean yang is ready to go. So this could even be in the dynamics of a relationship. Like if you see it like this, it could be one person is ready to embark on the next step of the relationship, and the other person is not. And so there's a resistance there. So this is like you're ready to break out of your family tradition of whether it be a marriage, career, family business, or something, and you finally have worked your way to to build up that courage to say, and I'm out, I'm off, I'm breaking out free on my own. I'm doing something different. I'm doing something this. I don't believe in this tradition. I'm in love with someone that's part of this tradition, and I don't care, and I want to marry this person, or or I don't care about this economic status of whatever belief system that one might have. Like, it's breaking out of the tradition of expectation and having the courage to do so, to create the harmony and flow that is lacking, right? Because of the stagnation, the holding on to, the resisting, right? So this could be that you have your mind set on a particular person that you're in love with, or that you think is the person for you, and that person has not proven or shown to you to be that which you need or deserve to have. And in the resistance, like, you're getting all the knowledge, the intuition and stuff about what you have to do to break free from chasing or from expecting or yearning for this unrequited kind of love, right? Right? Because you see its potential, or are holding on, clinging to something from this memory of this energy, just clinging on to the past, right? Lack, suffering, right? Clinging on to that, right? So pay attention, right? This is dreams coming up again, right? Pay attention to what's being revealed to you, because sometimes we can resist the information that's being given to us here in the 3D, but then your dreams will come in and say, hey, you're going to ignore this dream now, right? So it's going to come out extra strong. Be open to receive, right? Because there's more for you in the present, right? And you're abundant now, because look at this breakthrough energy, this jumping out of the box, this configuration in the sky, this energy here supporting you for this rebirth that's here alive. Just be patient and work at yourself this time, because there is growth this summer for this rebirth in winter. It's like the phoenix energy, right? This north node purpose, waking up, aligning to your purpose, right? That's what also the north node energy is all about, awakening to your sense of purpose here in the now, and infusing everything here, that what you're about, breaking out, right? And allowing yourself to rid yourself of all that doesn't serve your truth at this moment in time, right? The rigidness of your ability to not be fearful of the shift or the change, right? So that's where you have this regal Leo energy coming in your way, right? And eccentric Aquarius locked in this tense square at this time. It's squaring off. It's tense indeed, right? With this wild child planet, Uranus, taking the lead, which also is Aquarius's ruler, right? So you can expect this full moon, super moon, to be full with emotional surprises. But the emotional surprises are here geared towards, because Uranus is all love chaos. Uranus loves chaos. As much as an Aquarius can say, I don't like drama. Why let life be full of drama, right? Drama episodes, right? Because there are a lot of things that Aquarius, right, in this evolution has to shake up in its revolution, and that's part of its transformation and its own purpose, right? Because Aquarius tend to be like, I'm not going to say people please and all that kind of stuff, as quirky as they can be, individualism and visionaries as they are, expect that they want to be by the very industry or persons or people that they come from, or where they go to, or what they do. So to feel that rejection too from their own community, or to not be received well by the community because they're thinking and they're thought-provoking, or they can shake up, they do dim down at times their presence, power, and position in order to conform to the tradition, in order not to ruffle too many feathers. They might, for the sake of appearance, deny the full eccentricities of their position. So they might be in a position to bridge worlds together, and they don't take the action to bridge the worlds together for fear of war. And so out of that fear of war, they might procrastinate or prolong or deny certain accesses to themselves for their own bouts of freedom at certain given times. So we can expect at this time, because we're in this Leo energy too, that's roar, boom, right? Here you are, right? It's unpredictable, right? Now there's sudden shifts, right? That are being inspired for unexpected changes. You might just have been cool, calm, collected when you went to sleep, wake up, had some dream, wake up and take care of business, call it as it is, not sign a certain contract that people were expecting you to sign, or not going into a partnership that you have been working with up until that point at the time because you're backing out of it because you know that it's not right, or letting go of something that you've been holding on to for so damn long, like that you've been the chaser dynamic. Let's say you've been the one trying to get someone to see the value in you and commit to you in a deeper way or meaning, and holding on to the potential of that in some kind of way. And then you wake up and you're like, you know what, fuck that person today. I'm done. And then breaking out of that unrequited yearning, longing opens you up for this engagement, right? This ascension, right? In your own life for greatness, this greater sense of freedom that you gift yourself when you begin to start taking care of business. All right, you take care of business, you activate that seed that's going to be, right, the activating that north node, south node access of destiny, right, which forms this grand cross in astrology. Right? So look at this. Avoidance of a stalemate. So remember an awakening. So it's like, let's get down to business. Yeah, one more night, get down. And then a million just like this. So let's get down to business. Let's get down to business. We've had a million nights just like this. So let's get down to business. It's like telling somebody, let's get down to business. All right, I'm gonna ask you directly, right? What's it gonna be? Because I need to know right now with clarity. No more holding on to that which doesn't serve me. And this might be you asking yourself, that mirror of truth, activating, right? This important faith for your own future, right? If you follow your heart and march to the beat of your own drums now, aligned and alchemized in this design of your empowerment now, what do you think you're creating? Exactly that which you desire to receive. Fearlessly. Because your future depends on this. Act now, right? So avoiding shit can't be the elixir. Now we're gonna be the fixer, right? So hey, I know I've been holding on to the idea of us, but Am I kidding myself? That could be a question somebody could be avoiding. Like, hey, I know that you're busy. I know that you got a lot of things going on for you, and I know that we have a lot of connections too and chemistry too. But where are you at now in your life in making room for me? I just want to know with clarity so that I don't waste my time and you know you don't and I don't waste yours and we don't waste each other's time nor get this twisted. Like, I just want us to be uplifted always. And so I don't want to avoid asking the question out of fear of your response, because then that's just me avoiding the truth and delaying, which is what is inevitable. I don't want to make you feel bad for not being on the same page as but I want to get into the truth of what this is about, right? That's for some, and I guess regards to relationships. Like, I don't want to be led on, and I'm not leading you on. Are we? Is this ever going to take off? And if not, cool. Let us end this mutually respectfully too. Not play games with each other. You know what I mean? It's just, let's get to the bottom of this and actually say what we mean, so that we can both fulfill our own dreams, right? So growth this summer, major growth this summer, right? In regards to communication, in regards to this epiphany, this breakthrough, right? This breakthrough that is bringing forth the celebration of gifts, abundance to this, right? So getting hit to this, right? So dealing with the shadow side, the moon, the dark night, right? The shadow side, right? But you're being assisted at this time. You are guided. If you are here, you are definitely guided. This message is guidance for you, right? Because there's an integration, this union taking place, right? This reunion too, these soul ties, right? This reunion, this integration, this chemistry and passion that you seek, right? It has to come, like sometimes it's coming through these fates and detours, this divine intervention, right? Someone is closed off to you, guarded, resisting too, because there's some part of you that has to let go of this holding on to that which resists you, right? You have to change. You have to have the courage to change, to walk away, right? To look, yeah. So right. So to walk away and not to spy, to not inspect and not to watch, right? Somebody else too, right? Don't walk away and then cling on and hold on to. That's not letting go. That's playing games. That's manipulation in some type of way. Have the courage to really change and mean what you say and get into that truth of that what you mean. I'm doing this for me. I'm doing this for the healthy, wealthy, selfie version of me, so that I can be the healthiest, selfiest, wealthiest version of myself for myself and for whomever is going to be my divine counterpart when that time comes in divine right time. I'm glad that others show me themselves at this moment in time, because then I don't have to waste my fucking time and I don't need to hold on to that which they are not. I get to move on forward and do. I'm not going to watch what they do so what I can piss myself off to and fuck up my vibration to energy, frequency, and vibration that I'm working in my alignment with. So no, I got to get hip with this. I mean what I say and I do what I say and I mean what I say because I work on myself in that kind of way. And I'm not going to play games with my fucking future. It's either you're with it or you're not. And you know what? It's your loss, not mine. Okay? And either way, and I wish you the best in every kind of way. And although that might not be what I desire to have at this moment in time, it is what it is. And I respect myself and honor myself in every kind of way to give myself that which I deserve. So why the fuck am I going to watch somebody spy upon somebody that is clearly resisting the synergy, the energy, the chemistry, the what can possibly be, or who has it in for me, right? Because this too could be like too, right? Like I'm picking up too, like you might have energies too as empaths, right? And as sensitive as you can be, energies of people that watch you and pretend not to, you know what I mean? And then you as a sensitive pick that really, what's up? Like, you pretend not to be here. You pretend not to see, but I feel your fucking energy watching, spying. And that could be annoying too, you know what I mean? But you know what? Mercurial energy, getting into the energy of truth spoken to you. Like, you know what I mean? Getting into that sense of understanding too. Like, yeah, there's gonna be people that that are not in the evolution of that leveling of authenticity and honesty, that even when you call them out on their bullshit, like, they'll admit to it. Like, no, I ain't watching you. Please, I got better things to talk about. So in knowing that, there's no sense in even getting upset over people that are not even ready to meet themselves. They're not even ready to meet themselves. So look at this twin flame card coming up. So I'm never going to sell this whole the way that the spiritual community talks about twin flames and all this kind of stuff in every kind of way. I really do believe that, dependent upon where we are in our own evolution, we will be ignited in our evolution with revolution to encounter people that are flames, that activate us in every kind of way, that they're twinning, where we are winning. And in these flame igniters, shining brighter, it's going to activate in us more revolution of our evolution. And that's going to come up in many kind of ways. But due to our conditioning, behavioral patterns and conditioning, everyone associates an activation, an awakening, a spark of some kind, especially if it's with someone that we're attracted to in our lives, that everything has to be from that lustful energy of crave. Oh my gosh, I have to have you in every kind of way. That means that you're my twin flame. I think that's a very toxic way to view anything, because even if someone is a past life soulmate, flame, lover of some kind, we have many evolutions and revolutions in our own lifetimes, if you want to look at it in that kind of light. And just because you activate that in that kind of way when you meet with someone in some kind of way, in this present state, to just jump in and be engulfed by the flame who would get you burned in every kind of way. In every kind of way. Right? Part of our own evolutionary growth is to learn that every connection you make with someone doesn't have to be a sexual one. Doesn't have to be a, oh my God, we're going to be lovers for some time until we break up and then get a new lover in our life kind of thing. You know, friendships, families, like, you know, these things that we bring, right? So like there was an air, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy, Ace, right? Coming up next to this whole twin flame shit. And then over here, the separation longing, right? Kind of stuff. So there's an air quality fanning the fire, this flame, right? That is activating, right? This avoidance stalemate, right? This Pluto transformation. So that's activating this opportunity for us to really heal through our fields, so we can feel and come to our truth, our expression, right? Not needing to be closed off, guarded with resistance to our truth and our expression, right? Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio energy, this ace, another ace, right? So this ace of Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, air, intellect, energy, right? And now we have this water energy. So it's this infusion of these two different elements that are vastly different than one another, right? Creating this Plutonian transformation to occur, to create this infusion of alchemy, right? This infusion of alchemy at this time for stability, harmony, and flow, right? So yeah, for this to these, we're working with different elements and we're finding various solutions, right? To bring forth that which is beyond our control and the tactics that we use. So, right, so there's some kind of like temptation, deception, temptation that we have to find our tactics for, right? These controlling tactics, opening every door, and now we have autumn harvest coming in, right? The cycles of completion, right? So whatever we put in, we're gonna start seeing the benefits of it too, in terms of this autumn into winter cycling too, for this integration and this union to happen, right? But yeah, so okay, hurry up. All right, so yeah, so you have these dynamic energies, right, coming into play. And so it's this leveling of time to level up in all arenas of our life, activating our business, like our let's get down to business, like waking up and taking care of shit. Waking up and doing that which must be done, not for the manipulation purposes either. It's for the evolutionary purposes. Don't do something because you want the other person to react, right? Don't do something because you try to manipulate something into your favor. Do something because it's the right thing for you to do, and do it for the growth of that too, because look, there's celebration here for you, right? So the celebration, right, is a gathering of certain kind of things that we're here to commemorate, right? From the universe, gift from the universe, right? Source, infinite, right? Infinite, right? Enduring, right? So some kind of creation is coming in, right? Union of opposites. Look at that shit. Just eclipse, right? Concealing, right? So upstaging, so sudden temporary, so it could be like a temporary block that's here to transform the camouflage, right? That has been hiding over a shadow, right? So any kind of loss of power or temporary block that one might feel, right? This union of opposites for real, because the universe is infinite, right? Unending, right? Eternal in this creation, awakening, interconnecting us with our mastery and our discipline, right? Our discipline factor of how we going about working smarter, not harder, right? Focusing in our structure, right? So that we can have the proper discipline that is needed in order to conquer this learning a skill that we must activate, right, in our flow, authoritarian, like in a commanding presence kind of way, right? So there's communication coming in your way too, right? So there's communication coming in, and this is conversation getting through, right? So you're getting through to that which is, right? So look, you're working on stuff, right? So there's the crone aspect of this energy field, right, for winter coming in within the next 9 to 12 months, right? Working on this communication factor, this throat chakra clearing, inner voice hearing, right? Ringing the bell, working through anything that has been still, right? So working through any kind of roadblocks, right? Roadblocks, right? Any kind of roadblocks that have been partly up, you're courageously standing up and leveling up, right? Activating your get shit done type of appeal, right? Getting out of the birdcage for real, right? So not gonna cling away, singing away, wanting freedom, right? So don't, right? So there might be some kind of forked road, right? So for some of you here too, this forked road of this decision that you have to make and certain kind of things, right? Moment of truth. You're here. This is it. This is your moment of truth. It's your time to level up in your mastery, working smarter, right? Conquering, right? That which is for your own sexual fulfillment, right? Intimacy too, sensual pleasure, right? So you might be opening yourself up to a new love affair, first starting within yourself and not settling for less than anything that you deserve, and having the right and desire to receive that, right? So yeah, this uplifting of this time, creating for yourself at this time, maybe So even you're just working on your fulfillment and giving that to yourself, right? My way or the highway, right? Like the cat says, right? Not my problem. It's what you want, and having the courage to stand by it. It's what I want. And if you can't give me what I want, then I don't want what you have to give, right? So I want what I want when I want. I have everything I need and I get everything I want. And if you're not matching me on my energy, frequency, and vibration, we're not even having this conversation. I'm cool, calm, and collected. I'm in alignment with that, which is my truth. I'm open to the experience of this love fuel, this flame igniting within me in every kind of way. But I am disinterested in any kind of energy that is not matching mine. And even if once upon a time ago I may have paid attention to that which did not serve me in some kind of way, right? I'm letting go and walking away. Right? Walking away in boldness. I am bold, right? I am taking forward, I'm moving forward in my destination, right? Spark of curiosity, long journey, right? Trailblazing this shit, right? I'm changing my own situation at this time, right? Anything could happen, okay? And I'm having the unflappable courage to navigate this uncharted territory, right? Because I am resourceful. I got my team through discernment. I learned this, right? Here I am. I could be challenged, but I rise, right? Spark of curiosity, white rabbit light, right? The spiritual awakening of mine. It's time, right? Out of the darkness emerges light, going down this rabbit hole of life, waking from a dream, healing my own heart, right? Heartbreak, interference, sorrow, grief, right? Getting out of this funk, you know what I mean, right? So getting out of this funk and this gloomy hopelessness, right? Let down in love in some kind of way, sorrow, grief, getting out of my own way, right? What more about this spring? Asking Diane, right? So someone might be experiencing some kind of heartbreak or broken heart because love is not in the way that you desire it to be, or there's something missing, some kind of interference, you know what I mean? Devastated, some kind of unhappy about a situation, right? But there's strategies to this. There's things happening here, right? A grand design, thinking ahead, right? There's consequences and actions, and there's things happening behind the scenes that, you know, you have to be open up to your own planning and checkmate reality, right? And what it is that you desire to really receive, right? And being open to that kind of thinking, right? So anything in regards to love right now might not be, this is unlikely at this time of situation, or outcome is unlikely to occur, right? So you might be feeling certain kind of lonely, right? So remember, this is a general message, and I'm picking up on so many different energies. So don't make what fit. Don't make something fit if it doesn't freaking fit. Like, there's many energies coming in, because I feel like the energy shifted a little bit. So I just want to make note of that. Like, so this is a different kind of energy than the one that I was picking up from before. So I feel like there just might be some kind of heartbreak, some kind of relationship that's not working in the way that someone here or whatever, just making clear, might have been trying to make moves to manipulate something to go in their favor too, and now has been feeling confined or lonely too, detached and remote, and just shielded and defensive in this whole kind of situation. Because look, there's a lot of threes, so 333, 339, 933 at this time, right? So 999, right? Like 555, like 533. So we got these numbers, you know what I mean? So yeah, you have somebody that's like whatever, so still you have to heal from this, right? You're confident, you're superior, right? And so you just have to be clear cut and allow this grievance to take place within a few weeks or so, right? The situation or event in question is going to develop into a different kind of way. So allow whatever needs to come out and to into this morning distress, let down, and kind of feel, right? And know that love and romance, right? Chocolate, that's coming out, right? Something's coming, something, an elevation in your mood, too. And this full moon surgeon, full moon, right? It's here to remind you that there's plenty of fish in the sea for you to let go of any kind of ideal or person, place, or thing that has you feeling like you are not getting what you want, right? If something's not working out with someone, that's because there's something better for you, you know? And so don't, and there's somebody here asking, like, wanting to know if they should hold on to a certain person, right? At this time, just let it go, walk away, that which doesn't serve you at this time. Just, it doesn't mean let it go completely, but it just means let it go right now. It's not working. We are infinite. So just continue into your space, right? And let it go and get out of your own way so that you can start to create that which it is that is for you, right? Yeah. So somebody, you don't want somebody to dishonor you, right? That's not what you're looking for. Looking for a soulmate, lover, union, courtship, right? So this is shifting in that, and that can also be energies that you're leaving, right? Leaving that that feeling of unrequited love, right? Kind of thing, or not getting that which you receive, right? So do what you love, right? This is the time, right? Because there is love here for you at this time, right? So there is, like Scorpio, Taurus, Pisces, Virgo. What is that one? Right? This is a time to regroup with enthusiasm too, right? Enthusiasm, right? Getting things going, right? Orgasm, masturbation. We'll get one of my spiritual dots at witchyutopian.com, right? There's one for healing, there's one for love, there's one for wishes come true, dream kind of sequence too. But there's adventure for you, okay? So just know that this is true. So there is the custom bath rituals that I do have that I make specific for you. The whole entire order is customized. I bring everything to you. I make everything for you, even down to explicit instructions, directions. I give you everything. All you have to do is do it. And then there are also the spiritual baths that are way, way, way much more affordable, right? 20, 22, some shit like that too. You can go look it up. Where you get, you still get nice things and beautiful things, but it's just a spiritual packet that you can DIY, do it yourself, as everything is, and it's just a smaller portion of the content that you would get in a custom ritual, and much more affordable at expense. And I ship everywhere worldwide and stuff like that. So my last shipment just went out to the UK, so I ship worldwide. Okay. So yeah, so within these next 3 to 6 months, the summer is very important in terms of these activations within you, right? Traveling to this long distances, the speed, right? Rising up, freedom, breaking free, right? Things are working out, and they're working out, right? They're working out achievement, right? You're going to receive the achievement, recognition, success, victory, right? Winner in every kind of way. Wish granted, okay? Wishes granted, serendipity, blessings, patience paying off, abundance, hope, good luck, all right? Finding a grounded, secure person, or having that in your life, right? Stable, prosperous, materialistic, right? Being a manager too, business owner, banking, CEO, like, getting raises, having prospects and stuff like that. Getting rid of all kind of baggage in your life that doesn't serve you, and allowing for this abundance energy to just overflow and overwhelm you, right? So getting into that truth, that what you do, and also mastering the discipline about how you think about things and how you go about doing things as well. So I gotta hurry up and get out of here. Yeah, hold on. I'm not going to use these cards, but I shuffled and I happened to look and it just says, and it goes along with this, mixed signals, okay? Someone could be giving you mixed signals. A lover is unsure of what they want, sending you mixed signals, causing great confusion. Maybe it's best to just move on, okay? Okay? Right? So, and this too, that could be abusive, okay? There's many forms of abuse. If you find yourself in an abusive relationship, it's time to put a stop to it. No, you are deserving of real love, right? Right? So who is playing who? Right? Somebody here is looking to score, but only play if you are willing to lose the game. Right? Right? So interference too, right? So be careful, be cautious not to allow others to get in the way with an upcoming relationship. Think for yourself. Right? And soulmate, okay? Your soulmate will come into your life to challenge you and help you grow. It will be an undeniable connection, right? And don't be settling in love, okay? Don't settle in love. Maybe you've given up on finding true love and decided to settle for second best. Don't make that mistake, okay? Abstinence, right? You can be abstinent. You can be celibate, right? I'm like 6 years running up in here. And it's not about avoidance. It's not that I can't get it. Sex is the most easiest thing to get, right? To have, to indulge in, okay? Right? It's not about having a dry spell. To be looking at it, I'm not looking at it as a dry spell. I'm looking at it as a moisturization. So having a dry spell or sex drought can be frustrating, but it doesn't have to be. Take this time to love yourself first, right? You know what I mean? And you want some kind of coaching and helping you with your own celibacy, or wait to have, intimacies again, and you're finding yourself challenged by that. I raised virgins and shit like that, and freaking I have been in celibate activist. Like, I don't like names and all this kind of stuff. It's just a way of being. Like, I go years in between partners. You know what I'm saying? When I've had relations, so it's like now 6 years running, like legit. Like the last time I was intimate with someone was like about 6 years ago, 5, 6 years ago, whatever the case may be. Like, however the case it is, and it's not, oh my gosh, I did this on purpose. It just is what it is. And I don't think I'm having a dry spell at all. Touch down there? No. Divinely guided. Okay? This love will be divinely guided. Your love will be divinely guided. Trust the process in the relationship. Trust the process in the relationship. You are exactly where you need to be. So don't hold on to energies or persons and stuff like that are hurting you or cause you upset or confusion at this time. That is a sign, right? That your wishes are coming true. Okay? Someone will possess all the qualities you ever wanted in a partner. A dream come true, right? The sturgeon full moon, super full moon. There's plenty of fish in the sea, right? There's an activation happening for you, you know what I mean? So that you can be all that you desire to have, but you gotta let go of toxicities and be open to healthy, wealthy, stealthy love, slow and steady. Slow and steady wins the race. So your wish is coming true, right? Progress may be slow, but it will turn out to be beneficial than to make hasty decisions, right? So I guess I was gonna read from that a little bit, right? Let me get all here. Buy your money. Let's follow the little money, right? Nice, full moon, right? Let's get this activated. Beginning. Something new is emerging on a new source of income. Embrace the power of the newness and make room for new possibilities. Okay? Right? And for some of you, you might be sleeping or enjoying the same old things the same old way. If you're cool with that, then hey, okay, right? So Gaia, here we go. Trust that the universe has a better plan than you do. Protecting the planet, herbalism, or working with nature in some way might appeal to you, right? All right, spend time in nature to be healed, soothed, and regroup, okay? You are an artist. I'm an artist too. Welcome. Many of you here are artists in every kind of way, or flamboyant, or eccentric in some kind of way, and have so many talents and skills and brainiacisms and intellectualisms and so many wonderful isms. It's a pleasure to get to know you, right? Creative endeavors can help improve your cash flow, right? Get into your hobbies, get into your nose, grow with your passions, right? Just be fueling that which you desire to inspire, right? Seek out the things that inspire you and help you boost your creativity. What do you love to do that you can do more of? What do you naturally do that you should be doing more of, right? Maybe photography, design, music, acting, art, or anything in the creative field, anything that gets you just flowing. Like, tell me in the comments, what do you like to do? What is, whether you think you're good at it or not, who fucking cares? Okay? I sing all the time. I'm not a professional singer. Does that won't stop me from singing? No. Do I sometimes wish that life was a music? Oh, yeah. Right? But yeah, surprise! There's a surprise coming for you. Expect the universe to pleasantly surprise you. Okay? Let me see. Okay. Expect the universe to pleasantly surprise you. Everything will be revealed to you in time. So let the plan unfold. Don't act like a brat all the time, right? And for some of you, if you deliberately leave things unplanned, that might cost you later. Okay? All right? So, and we're talking about that. Look at the planner. Okay? Activating. It's crucial that you make a plan to make sure that each day counts. Take financial inventory too and see what needs changing. Event planning, project manager, and a professional organizer too might be you, or offering these things too, or tips and tricks on how to do certain kind of things, right? Promoter, all right? So you might be in the industry of promoting, or you might be an artist that needs promoting or something, right? So a new idea project has great potential for success, right? Some music could be into like DJ, bartending, events, waitress, nightlife, and restaurant industries, something like that. All right, but raise your vibration to attract higher vibrational situations. Some of you might be looking into another side income that might be beneficial to getting you to move. Maybe some of you want to move, right? So, what can you do for a side source of income, right? Even if you don't want to, how can you make it fun and lucrative for you, right? And the things that you do. Beauty, here we go, right? Beautiful, be you somehow. Your looks will boost your earning power. Okay, my beautiful ones over here. And beauty is okay in the eyes of every single beholder. Like, people could be mean and all this kind of stuff. I hope that my videos help you break free from the beauty standards of, our conditioning, like how you have to be a certain kind of proper way and be on camera and make everything look some type of way and be all like lighting and editing and makeup and everything that this channel is not. I have my days that I be all glamorified for days, and I have my days that I come in a hot mess and everything kind of way. You might not, but meeting the beauty standards of our world has caused so many to hide, and so your inner world must match your outer world for things to change, right? And so getting out of your own way and just being able to be your own kind of beautiful and accepting your own kind of beautiful as you are, because the more you tap into your beautiful, the more beautiful you are, period. I'm my own kind of beautiful. You, your own kind of beautiful. And that's okay. May we all embrace one another in that kind of way, right? What? Life purpose activations, right? You found your life purpose. You're finding your life purpose. You're living your life purpose. You're creating your life purpose. You're working on all of this, right? You're found your life purpose, creating the life that you want. So you're there in the mentalities, and now you have to take the actionalities and make it the practicalities and get into the details of how you can go about and doing all of this, right? You're manifesting, so recognize that you have everything you need and you get everything you want, okay? So if you're having any kind of blockage, know that your access to your soul is blocked by confusion. So trust what's buried within, right? And allow that to spin. Super full moon activation courageously. Comfort, right? Your income is steady and living comfortably. And if it's not, start saying that. That's a great affirmation for you. My income is steady and I live comfortably. My income is steady and I am living comfortably. My income is steady and I am living comfortably. Right? Keep raising the bar and get out of your own comfort zone, right? If you're being too comfortable and playing like too safe, it's hurting your success, because that's revelation for you to yourself, to mirror it back to you and see that there's some aspect of you that doesn't believe in you. You got to get to that truth, right? So if you're being too comfortable with where you're at and you don't make any moves because you don't want to fail at that, then you're hurting your chances for success, because you're not giving yourself the opportunity to grow. Media. So maybe you might be into social media, right? And do stuff like I do here, up in here too, right? Do your own videos, do your own content, have your own platform, that kind of stuff. Yay! This is infinite meta universe space, right? So get more publicity to increase your finances, right? So put yourself out there more, right? And so actress, radio host, podcaster, singer, model, or any mass media job, or even things that you can do for people that are in those kind of fields and offering your services for real. Even if you think that, oh my gosh, there's so many people out there that do what I do, and how can I offer my services? Get out there, be courageous, and offer your services. You don't know if you don't try, and at least put yourself out there. Fuck it if they say no, fuck it if they ignore, just keep on moving. Some more, like call the next client, go, get the next order, like, speak for yourself, be an advocate for yourself, sell yourself, like in a way that you believe in yourself. I'm excited about my subscription on Instagram, right, at Enchantress, ENCHANTRESS, because it is worth it. What you guys receive from me on the regular, and I've done so much for free, and how I make others feel and all this kind of stuff, that shit is everything bit real. And so it's a benefit for real. So it's a nice reciprocity exchange to believe in myself and to activate and to like put myself out there and say, hey, why don't you go subscribe to my Instagram? If you like any of my content and you like the way that I make you feel, and you feel like you see the fairy pocket muse, curly alchemist here, that coach that I can be and that I am in every kind of degree, and you want more of that for the absolute, ridiculously low cost that it is, under fucking $5 at that, at best, and just to be a part of an extra exclusive content kind of platform for me to try to convince you. I'm not here trying to convince you, sell you on anything, but for me to sit here and bring it up time and time again, encouraging you all to be my friend, right? Friend with benefits over there on Instagram, right? And get exclusive content, video, and attention from me. Attention. Everybody likes my attention when I'm giving it, right? Even people that they'll go the negative route to try to fucking get my attention. Okay. Right? But so now here you are. And so me knowing the benefits of the alchemy and the energy and the alchemy healing that those that do receive all of that and are open to receive all of that, and the benefit of just having this extra little tidbit of, pocket muse, alchemy available to them. I'm excited. And they are excited. Everybody's enjoying the platform that has gone on the platform so far. And that's encouraging and inspiring for me to continue to do that, because I know the benefit of it. The same way when I'm doing body work on people, right? When I go away and I don't work on people and they come back, they're like, oh my God, I can feel the difference of how my body feels when you work on me and when you don't work on me. That's a value meal in itself, right? To know that the work that we do together does benefit you, because when you have it and then don't have it, and then you see the difference of the quality of living that it is, why wouldn't I promote myself or speak highly of that which I do? Fuck the opinion of someone that doesn't go the extra mile, which just wants to hate from the fucking sidelines over there and just starting to say to opinionate, right? So may this energy of alchemy that I have in for myself, that I'm sharing with all of you, be the alchemy breed of seed of energy that is needed to further encourage and inspire you to do the same for yourself in your own kind of way, right? To promote and to believe in you, not second guess or doubt yourself and fuck the competition that you think is a competition, or the people that are doing similar kind of things than you. I don't think like that. I don't think about what other people are doing for their content. I rarely ever look. If I'm watching somebody's content, it's because their video title or their name of the video or whatever it is correlates in some kind of way with either what I'm studying or what I am experiencing. Right? What I am studying, experiencing, or being educated or divinely guided upon to check out in some kind of way. Right? It's not to find a next topic title of my video that's going to be similar and act like I came up with it through divine spirit talk and prayer and all this kind of shit. I don't give a fuck what other people are fucking creating. It has no reference, correlation, nor influence upon that which I create. I have my daughter too, like, you know, she's part of more of the youthful, trendier generation that knows stuff. I guess this is where you can see my old school kind of like ways of upbringing. I don't really know what's going on trending and all this kind of like stuff and look for trends and all this kind of like stuff. So she's always like throwing out stuff. She's like, Mom, you know, if you do this, you'll get more views. Or Mom, if you do, you know, this. And I hear what she says. I even have other people that have much more bigger platforms than I, that do like my stuff and have, you know, pointers and opinions to say about how I can go about and do something to get a little bit more, you know, notoriety, credibility, you know, thing or whatever. But it's, for me, it's like, if it doesn't feel natural for me to go in that route of doing, I don't give a fuck. I'm just gonna keep doing what I'm inspired and divinely inspired to create as I create, how I do it. Doesn't matter what you or you do. Right? I barely ever check the analytics of like what's going on here and all this kind of stuff. But as I'm divinely guided to do so, I do, and I post, and it's just an appreciation because I can see the growth of my own, you know, time that I put in and invest. It's the same thing with you. The time that you put in to invest in yourself, to grow in that which you do and believe in that which you do, it's okay for you to have a strong pride, ego, a healthy pride and ego towards that which you are. You are talented, you are beautiful, you are multidimensional, you are evolution, you have so much contribution, you have so much evolution, you have so much to give and to teach and to share with the world in whichever way you choose to come up and do that. And so it is only right that you develop a healthy, response, loving computation system within yourself that allows you to be the voice of promotion that is only needed. even if you get it from other places and venues, from other people. The one that's most needed is the one that you have told yourself for yourself, right? So look at even charity, or taking part in volunteering and stuff like that. I've been really thinking about that all over again, because ever since I have moved to the States that I'm living in now, when I used to live in New York, I used to be a big part of a lot of volunteering and no excuses. I'm just saying, like, when I moved to Jersey and stuff like that, I had a lot of reestablishing of rebuilding of my life in this town and this, this neck of the woods, this type of different environment and things like that, and whatever the case may be, and learning this new different towns and counties, which is way different than New York City and stuff like that, and the boroughs and shit like that. So it's just a whole new, like, living in community. So, but by the time I had moved out here, I had a huge many years experience in the volunteering community in New York City, being part of New York Cares volunteering program, and doing so many different volunteering different things. I was also certified New York hospice volunteer, doing certain kind of trainings and like that, and all this kind of thing. So being part of certain kind of like communities and going to different things. I just did a lot of community charity volunteering kind of experiences during the time that I lived out there. So, but there are different ways that you can donate or create positive energy around you and change within your own community, or reaching out or doing something in your own platform community as well. So it's like humanitarian. You have that humanitarian energy, that social working energy, like, even if you are an ambivert, right, where sometimes you are social and sometimes you are not social, or if you're an introvert or something like that too, then you might feel more comfortable behind the scenes on a social media platform, behind the scenes, where you're not so much out there visibly, but you can do a lot of things, behind the scenes and stuff. So, like, the more you give of yourself, the more you'll nourish your soul and allow yourself this opportunity to grow and to create more of that which you desire to create, right? Look, here we go, because that be you, right? Anything you do now will be very prosperous for you, okay? If you believe that you're lucky, you'll create an abundance mindset, right? So, and if you don't feel this way, right, then it's your perspective that's stifling your growth and stopping you on your luck. And for those of you that are not and you're resonating and all that kind of stuff, anything you do now would be most very prosperous for you, right? Too, right? So science too. So keep an open mind. There's something unfolding for you, right? So for some of you too, you might be into spiritual psychology, spiritual forensics, spiritual alchemy in some kind of way, like chemist, forensics, biochemist, things like that, or anything in the field of science, to infusing that with spirituality as well, even if it's not in a specific location, place. It could be what you are, like an alchemist in every kind of way, right? So applying a scientific approach to your business or any financial problems, or figuring that out and being that alchemist in every kind of way, right? Energy management solutions, that's also another benefit of, my subscription platform, right? Energy management solutions, because you're going to be getting me one-on-one in terms of, helping you to also share with you, DIY, real life shit and real time about how to handle certain kind of things in life. And then the fact that you have access to me because you're royal through the subscription, you can also then you get your notifications to me is highlighted in my DMs, which is great, because if not, it gets lost in translation with all the DMs that I don't answer and that are just still sitting there, like, whatever. So all messages get lost, like, you know what I mean? I can take months to answer somebody if I do answer somebody and shit like that. So either way, a week, like, you know what I mean? I just the other day responded to somebody that sent me a message from May when my grandfather had died, of giving condolences, and this is a person I actually have known in like real life, you know what I mean, that was sending me a message like of condolences that typically if I would have seen it I would have responded to, but I didn't. So, that was the wrong place to send me something like that. But again, it's not like we're in communication with one another. It's not like, I have their phone number, they have mine, so that was the place to do it. But it got lost in translation, and it was just the other day that I responded to them like, oh wow, I'm sorry you know, like, thank you so much for, you know, I'm just seeing this now, like, either way. But, what was I saying? Anyways, so, right. So what I'm saying is, the subscribers, you guys get like this purple crown, and you get, I see you. So now your access to me is instant. It beats all the other messages, right? And all subscribers get this opportunity to some of you already have said what kind of tarot readings you wanted to see next. I gave that to you. You mentioned they mentioned love and money. There was one, and I gave that to you already. Somebody's asking for affirmations for certain kind of things. I'm going to give that to them. Somebody's asking for certain levelings of, like, whatever you ask. If I'm able to give it, I'm give it, or guide it, right? So that's interesting. So, yeah. So yeah, that's the right. So yeah, so it's helpful for, especially if you deal with like certain kind of setbacks in certain kind of ways, the investment that you make, right, and what you want to receive or how you want to optimize and that kind of thing. Subscribing with me is kind of a dope thing to do. So whatever you invest in today will flourish in the future, right? Ensure that where you invest matches your investment goals, right? There's some investment mistakes being made, still time to recover. For some of you that might be putting out your money into nonsense that don't even grow nothing for you, do nothing for you. It's just for appearance too. Like, it's like, you know, buying outside of your means. Like, oh, I gotta look a certain type of way, you know what I mean? Everybody thinks I got these kind of things and I gotta look this type of hard and I gotta buy this expensive thing and all these kind of things, or, you know, it's just this imagery, right? Or like, you know, right, it's time to level up in all arenas, right? Get down to business, right? Getting down to business. Let's see what else before we go. We had a million nights just like this. So let's get down to business. Ow. Oh. All right, we're gonna end it on this one. Weird. Life isn't fucking fair, but you are awesome, right? Spirit guys say fuck this shit, okay? These are funny. These are meant to be funny. Okay? They're meant to be funny. But I gotta get ready. Right? So what can we say in regards to our leveling up in our life and activating our business, getting down to business energy? What advice can we receive to help us keep this energy flowing? So Three of Pentacles, which is all about working together harmoniously, right? A group of motherfuckers can help you. Just know this, right? So, right? So a group of motherfuckers can help you get your shit together, get your act together, get your alchemy together to help motivate and inspire you. So make sure that you are asking yourself, is it worth the fucking effort, right? In all that you do, right? So, right? Ask yourself, is it worth the fucking effort in all that you do? And if it's not, then give it up. And if it is, then put in all the work that you need to put in. That, right? So four of wands, positive thoughts create positive shifts in your life, right? So let's get hip with that, right? Positive thoughts create positive shit in your life, right? Nine of wands, don't get caught up in this shit. Deja vu, your habit of attracting shit is back, right? So check that, right? The angel of fresh air says, open your windows and let that shit out. Right? Let that shit out. We'll have a bowel movement. The problem would solve itself, okay? So, all right. So that's okay. So that's great. So take action on your kick-ass ideas. And we're going to end that there. Okay, so thank you so much for tapping in, turning on, tuning in. I hope that you love this channel and that you are connecting in every kind of way, and that you receive the manna that is here for you to receive. Itapaki mana, you know what I mean? We go deep. I want to thank you so much for tapping in, turning on, tuning in. Make sure to like this video if you like this video. Comment if you want. Let me know how this resonates with you, what you want to see more of, and if this was helpful to you. You know, you're welcome in that kind of way. If you are not a subscriber, use this opportunity to subscribe. Also, check out in the description box. Please note that the description box gets updated usually during the day after the video has been uploaded. Like, so always check back to the description box of any video that you see, because there might be add-ons and information, and the description might be updated. I use it as like a freestyle diary kind of thing. So I update, I explain, I also timestamp and all that kind of stuff. So there'll be information for you to extract from that as well. So always check back on that as well. Either way, gotta go. Like, seriously, gotta go. Love and divine alchemy to you every single time. Till next time. Bye.